This is the one, Navarro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
You would sooner pass for the king.
I knew you weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it. The Empire's hounds grow passing bold indeed.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
Wait! So Bosch von Ronsenberg does yet live.
So Vaughn really is all right. I didn't think I'd ever get to see him again.
You will join him soon. And until then, I shall see that you are kept from harm.
Thank you.
I am troubled. The Rabanastre Imperial Guard appear to have overstepped their bounds. I intend to speak on this with the Consul.
What?
Vane Solidor, the Consul, is my brother. The first duty of the Consul is to maintain order in Dalmasca. My brother is not one given to failure. Perhaps things aren't going as well as they might be, but give him a little time and he will put things to rights. Be not troubled. My brother is a remarkable man.
He frightens me.
Why?
I'm sorry. He is your brother. It's just, you don't understand how much we lost to the war. My friends, my parents.
So you fear the Empire? Listen to me. The men of my family, we are taught to place the needs of others before those of our own. I will see that you are kept from harm. It is my duty to House Solidor.
But how? How can I trust you?
Because I give you my word. My brother would do no less.
I knew there must be more to it, but to find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he learns of it.
I should like nothing more. I would meet him and see for myself.
How say you, my lord?
There is little to be said. I shall arrange a meeting with the Marquis. We shall expect you at the estate.
And so, when I first played this, I originally thought the reason why these guys gave you so much notoriety was because, you know, they're tour guides, they can spread the word more easily. But no, it turns out the tour guides were secretly part of an underground resistance movement. I was kind of surprised to find that out, but I do love Bolthier's comment there about an underground hideout at the back of a tavern being a bit cliche. Still, Bolthier is amazing. And yes, we also have Larsa, and he seems like a pretty nice guy overall, but he seems to think that his brother is trustworthy. And well, I guess we'll find out if he's right or not. So at this point, I believe we actually just have to go straight to the, if I can get the, yeah. We have to go to see Ondor. And I believe once we do, stuff starts happening. That's why I wanted to take care of some in-town stuff beforehand. Yeah, I do think, I've heard that you can do that Rock Toys fight now, it's just pretty difficult. I actually kind of worry whether I'm under-leveled for this point in the game. Maybe I should save before going. I think I'm fine. I think I should be alright. But yeah, if I am, I might end up having to do some off-camera grinding at some point. The skeletons here are actually very good. Also, yes, they are telling you to confirm twice. That's definitely not a good sign. Yeah, this place still looks pretty nice. It's just a shame you can't really get a good view of those crystals from in the town itself.
Sir Bosch von Ronsenberg. It was not so very long ago that I announced you had been executed.
And that is the only reason I draw breath.
So you are the sword he strung above my head. Vane has left not a thing to chance. And?
A leader of the Resistance has fallen into Imperial hands. A woman by the name of Amalia. I would rescue her, but I need your help.
This Resistance leader, this Amalia, she must be very important. You understand I've my position to consider.
Would you let us see Larsa? He's got my friend with him.
I'm afraid you're too late. Lord Larsa's cortege has already rejoined the Imperial detachment. I am told they will depart for Rabanastre upon the arrival of the fleet this eventide.
What are we waiting for? For you to calm down.
Captain Ronsenberg, surely the exigencies of position are not lost on you. Why, indeed, you should find the enemy's chains an easy burden to bear.
Wait.
Sorry. Can't be helped.
Summon the guard.
Huh?
They're to be taken to Judge Geese.
Those decrepit basking fools in Arcades tie my hands, and look what happens. I tell you, this country's obstinacy knows no bounds.
The insurgents in Rabanastre operate alone at present. However, should they garner external support, the situation could worsen. We have found the counter-imperial elements in Bujerba to be conspicuously well-funded. No doubt Marquis Ondor is behind this. Ondor must be reined in.
By the way, the Marquis has written us a letter. He claims that he's recaptured our runaway. He's given him to Geese.
He will die by my hand.
Your fraternity is moving. Ah! Geese returns with Larsa. Tomorrow morning they will leave Bujerba. See him home safely, Gabranth. Now I'm expecting Dr. Sid. You may leave.
We must see the real thing, to be sure. Nabadis taught us much. Yes, it's well hidden. They'll be off chasing after shadows, the fools. Ah, yes. The reins of history back in the hands of man. Ah, Vane. You seem to be enjoying your job as consul.
I was kept waiting fully 2 years. What news of Arcades? Our honored members of the Senate?
Hard at work, as always, trying to find a dagger for your back.
They are welcome to try.
So, I believe first instance of Gabranth's name being mentioned, and also first appearance of Dr. Sid. Now, Dr. Sid is a very interesting character. He's a fan favorite, so look forward to seeing more of him. Sid's a recurring name in the Final Fantasy series, but this is the first time we've had a Sid on the antagonist side. Yep, this is the Dreadnought Leviathan.
The prisoners, my lord.
Majesty.
After what you've done, how dare you? You're supposed to be dead.
Come now, come now. Have you forgotten your manners? This is hardly the courtesy due the late Princess Ashalia Benargin Dalmasca.
Princess?
To be sure, she bears no proof of her former station, no different than any mean member of the insurgents.
The Resistance.
His Excellency the Consul asks the ministry of the dethroned royal family in restoring peace to Dalmasca. Those who foster instability and unrest, who claim royal blood without proof, they shall meet their fate at the gallows. There are no exceptions.
I will not play puppet to Vayne.
King Ramanas entrusted me with a task. Should the time come, he bade me give you something of great importance. It is your birthright, the Dusk Shard. It will warrant the quality of her blood. Only I know where to find it.
Wait. You took my father's life. Why spare mine now? You would have me live in shame.
If that is your duty, yes.
Stop being so stubborn. Keep on like this and you're gonna get us all killed.
Don't interrupt.
What?
Vaughn, that stone.
It was in the palace treasure.
Well, well.
Splendid. You brought the stone with you. This spares us a great deal of trouble.
Don't give it to him!
You have to promise. No executions.
A judge's duty is to the law. Take them away.
My lord.
Lady Ash is to be quartered separately. Vayne Solidor, what fascination does this hold for you?
So you were carrying it all along. The Fate's jest.
Tell these fates of yours to leave me out.
Keep quiet.
There was nothing else that I could do. You know that.
Oh, I understand. Honor, duty, and all that. Still can't believe that was a princess.
I say keep quiet.
The Marquis has been busy.
Not lightly did I beg his aid. Listen, it has been a full 2 years. I alone have kept Her Majesty safely hidden. I doubted friend and foe alike. I could trust nobody.
You did your duty, and mine for me.
I'm getting her out. I need your help.
Of course.
Okay, holy crap, that was a ton of plot stuff. So yeah, so much is going on right now. Yeah, Vaughn had that thing that turned out to be really important to Vayne, and now Vossler's with us. He was in disguise here to break us out, and I don't even know what side Ondor's on at the moment. Did Ondor deliberately get us captured just so that Vossler could break us out? Yeah, Ondor is... I actually don't remember much of Ondor from my first... I'm going to be switched to controlling Barsh. I mean, it makes perfect sense to do that right now. But yeah, I don't actually remember very much of Ondor from my first time playing this game. So I'm really not sure what side he's even on to begin with. Seems like he's just kind of out for his own preservation and currying favor with both the Empire and the Resistance.
Wait, a word of caution before we set out.
See that red web of light spanning the passageway? It is a mechanism to detect intruders within the ship. Break one of those beams and an alarm will sound, summoning the guard. The alarm should cease after a time, but it's better to avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Come, Her Majesty awaits.
So basically modern day laser grids. And yeah, part of me wants to deliberately trip that because I feel like I could use the experience. Okay, Dreadnought Leviathan map. So yeah, I knew we'd be going somewhere. Better help her out, I guess. Yeah, she's the princess. I guess we'd better help her. I knew we'd be going somewhere called the Dreadnought Leviathan at some point, but I didn't realize it would be now. I actually thought it would be a little bit later. Oh, hi there. Oh, Vossler, I know what Vossler's about to do. Oh boy, he's gonna... Unless guests don't trigger it. Oh, there's one of those dog... Well, he's gone through the lasers. After warning us about everything too. You know, at this point, it might actually be, a decent idea to... either, like, turn off your gambits while you're near the lasers, or to equip ranged weapons on most characters. Because that way you'll be able to attack enemies without running through the lasers. That's a decent idea. Of course, that's more useful back in the original version. The alarm doesn't seem to last very long, however the lasers do not disappear. Oh no, don't run that way. You're gonna make Fran run through the lasers in order to... Or, you know, the rest of us run through the lasers. Okay, that's... yeah, I forgot about people doing that. That's kind of a problem. You know what? I know that her attack power might be kind of bad with a bow. Oh, wow, she can use... the Mithril Blade. I mean, that's going to do physical damage instead of magical damage, but it's probably not going to be like the biggest sort of change. I can see an enemy coming for us already. Well, yeah, the laser's there, and enemy. Yeah, I don't really care that I'm fighting these guys. And Fran has a ton of MP too. Someone coming from behind. I kind of need the experience. Nice blocking there, enemy. And yes, we can chain these guys, though I'm not really sure if they have much in the way of good loot drops. That Mithril Blade, I've probably already mentioned this in an annotation by now, but that weapon is actually unique to well, I mean, Barsh, anyone can equip that, but you can't actually get another one of those in the original game if you sell that. It's unique to Barsh first joining. However, in the Zodiac Age, might want to check out what, nobody has Libra, I just realized. I might want to check out, what, Vossler has, but, before that, yeah. In Zodiac Age, you can get another copy of the Mithril Blade through, trial mode. Oh, okay. Soul Eater, Wither, Telekinesis, Expose, Traveler. I guess I can see how much, Traveler, does with my current step count. Telekinesis, you know what? Telekinesis would be way more useful if you were actually using that, when, like, there were the lasers instead of just running through the lasers. What the heck are your gambits on? Flying Telekinesis. Okay. You're not even using any of your techniques. That's other than Telekinesis. I need to change that. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got this set for now. Might be best to actually control him too. Oh, and while I was here, I was actually in the menu to have Fran heal Barsh. This room looks like it might be a... No cutscene. Now, I want to see if this setup means that he'll just keep spamming debuffs, or if he'll actually attack things after something has been debuffed. Interesting, okay. Yeah, nice trapped chest there. That was actually kind of smart. Of course, you know, now that we've, like... I mean, I don't really see the point of these alarms, honestly. They already know that we've escaped, so... And we're going to be fighting a bunch of them regardless. Okay, yeah, so now he's using Telekinesis on distant enemies. Okay, it looks like Telekinesis takes quite a decent length of time to charge. But it is probably more overall useful than having him potentially charge through the laser grid, so I'll have that for now, but yeah, I would kind of, unless... Unless I actually control him. Which would mean I probably have to turn his gambits off and turn Barsha's back on. And yes, I've mentioned this before, but Vossel is voiced by Nolan North. I haven't really played a lot of games that Nolan North is in. I think he's Nathan Drake in Uncharted. I know that he's Deadpool in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Don't think Deadpool's appeared in any other Marvel vs. Capcom games. Yeah, I feel like he's mainly in more Western style games overall, so I probably don't have as much of an experience with him. So in terms of techniques, I just want to see like if not Soul Eater, I want to lower your defense and see how much that increases damage dealt. Of course, everyone else is actually going off first, so yeah, it's probably best to do that against like bosses or bulkier enemies, or when there are multiple enemies in play. I want to see how much Traveler does, though. Huh, that did quite a lot of damage, actually. Imperial Hoplite, that's kind of cool, though it gives me shades of Age of Empires 1, the games I never really played. Wait, now I believe I just did, like, 3 damage? Total steps taken. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna just do it once more to test this. Yep, I think that it's, like, that it resets itself every time it's used. So, like, you use it once and it's gonna do an enormous amount of damage because you've walked a lot of steps, and then... Oh, okay, so it's like a one and done kind of thing. One really big, dangerous attack, and then it basically resets itself. Makes sense as it costs no MP or anything. No, I think I'll try using just Telekinesis here. I had a feeling there'd be some kind of catch to, Wow, Telekinesis did not do very much damage to you at all. Now, I'm pretty sure none of these are a God dang it Chest of Doom, so it'd seem like some of them would be, but, yeah, clearly not. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, I had a feeling. Overall, techniques are just kind of, I mean, Fran is at the moment my only healer, so I should probably set her to be using Cure as a gambit. No, she does actually have it on, it's just nobody's gone below 30% HP. I had a feeling there'd be... Well, yep, we don't have a key for that. Had a feeling there'd be, something interactable, here. Yeah, Vossel looks pretty cool, actually, with this armor and this suit, and speaking of which, Suit of Ringmail. Can Barsh equip that? Does he have the right heavy armor license for it? No, wait, no, it's, light armor. Oh, and wait a minute. Varn and Bolfir already have that, so, yeah. Fran can't even use it. So I get the feeling that, shortly, we might be getting somebody who may be able to use that. Another one that requires an access key. Okay, so this... Airship berth access, okay. This leads us over here, where we have that X. Okay, I think just kind of wondering which direction we should be going in here. I want to see if there's any further places that I can go back here. Because I have a very strong feeling this is a one-time dungeon. This game's had quite a few one-time dungeons, but thankfully the random nature of chests means that, I guess 2 of those chests randomly respawned, 1 of them didn't. But yeah, the random nature of chests, I think, means that you don't need to worry too much about missing stuff in one-time dungeons in this game. And usually anything that isn't a one-time dungeon can be quite easily obtained via other means. Like, I did miss some stuff back in the Nalbina dungeons. I hope it's not too disorienting if I have the clicking the left analog stick or left stick on a switch map. Sleep, okay, that's a spell. Did I? Because I'm pretty sure you can, like, buy that too. So yeah, sometimes you can get stuff earlier, though, via one-time dungeons, and it seems like there's not a ton of enemies in here. Weirdly. Maybe I should, trip one of the alarms on purpose. That sounds like it might actually, be somewhat helpful. Oh, hi there, dog. Yeah, you can actually see these things foreshadowed if you, check out the... Oh, they kill your chain! Dang it, that's annoying, because I was really getting a good chain going with these guys. But you can get those Mastiffs foreshadowed by looking at the bestiary entry for Imperials. I feel like you're not supposed to look at that entry until, like, now. Let's just take this guy down. Okay, how is Fran doing? Oh, her MP's not terrible. Doesn't feel like there's a lot going on in these hallways. A suit of iron armor. Okay, I believe... I don't want to be wrong about this twice. Yep, Barsh can use that, and that's a pretty significant defense increase, and a strength increase too. I guess wearing armor that heavy helps train you. I know that, like, medieval knight armor was ridiculously heavy. I kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I want to fight more enemies. Ah, yes, those games where you intentionally trip alarms to make enemies spawn. Yeah, really, the only way, like, these alarms are actually a threat is in games where, you know, you're trying to avoid enemies because rhyme thing. If you're trying to avoid enemies because the enemies are, like, ridiculously strong or something. Now, I believe I've actually since looked up what Fangs do. Fangs are actually percentage-based, and that means that many bosses are immune to them, unfortunately. But they are, I believe, affected by... Oh, hi, that was a really nice lunge there. That came out of nowhere. 10 HP. Okay, there's a whole ton of enemies here, but I honestly do not care. We're just pretty much slaughtering them. 4 people on 1 enemy at once, they just generally don't last very long at all. Actually, I should probably check my... my LP is not that high. Or also, oh yeah, about the Fangs, yes. So I believe their damage is affected by elemental resistances or weaknesses, but they are percentage-based. Aha, there's an Imperial up there, but let's not do that just yet. Just want to check if there are any chests down here. I do vaguely remember this music, though. I kind of remember liking this song when I was younger. Oh, there was an alarm there. That's fine. I don't care at all. Somebody had shell on him. I guess it's the mage. I'm going to go for the mage here. And mage is, like, immediately dead. Yeah, these fights go pretty quickly on fast mode. Well, we are at least back up to silver loot drops, which is nice, but, I mean, the loot drops on these guys are not particularly worth it. How much gil do we have, right? Not a lot. Yeah, this game... Yeah, this music actually has reminded me slightly of, like, the music for the airship in one of the Sly games, but, yeah. So what I was saying was, that looks, special? Read the advisory! Well, yeah, if there's an advisory on it, it's probably important. Be advised, this release is to be used under normal operating conditions and will not function during an alert. Okay. Well, there's no alert on right now. Huh, that's an interesting, looking... Sub-control room bulkhead is now unlocked. Let me see. So we can go through there now, I guess? Sub-control room. Please tell me that this is not a boss or something. Doesn't appear like it. But there's quite a lot of enemies in here. This looks like a good time for... I know it's probably not being like that, No, I want, I mean, I could try and silence the mages with Fran, but on the other hand, I feel like they're probably just going to be dead by the time she actually casts it. Okay, good. Dark still got all 3 of them. I was worried for a second that, that the others, targeting the mage would have been a bad idea, because then the, okay, Fran's finally casting Cure. Would have been a bad idea because then the others would have been out of the AoE, but no, they were still in the AoE. Okay, is Fran gonna be... She's not healing yet, but let's just heal up Vossler here. And a few more chests. Which were like some of the... Well, not the worst chests ever, because there was that 3-guild chest earlier, but still. I don't really remember much of this area. Also, this place looks, for some reason, in HD, it looks very different to how I remember it looking. I remember this place looking a lot darker back when I first played this. So I'm not really sure if I was just watching it on a really dark TV back in the day, or if like this is legitimately like new textures or something. It looks a lot like lighter and cleaner than it used to. Huh. They said our map of the area was complete, but we're clearly off map here. Infuse. I believe that's a technic? I don't know if I can check that in the inventory, though. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just looking up the techniques to see what that is. Telekinesis, yeah, apparently the user's level and stats don't affect its damage. It just uses its own formula, that's why it was doing such low damage. Also, it doesn't do combo hits, and has a longer charge time than the basic attack command. What I was looking for was Infuse. Fully consume user's MP, charging one ally's HP to 10 times that amount. Okay, I don't know which classes get that, but that sounds like it could be decent for emergency healing. Considering how high MP can go, that's a lot of potential recovery. And a high potion. I do kind of like there's a secret area in here, though. Oh, well, a secret area that activates an alarm. Do I wait and fight the enemies, or do I just... Nope, the enemies are coming down there. This is kind of reminding me of like a Fire Emblem style choke point. The enemy is just coming down those stairs, and I need to cure that blind. Also, Fran is running a little low on MP. In fact, something that I have not actually mentioned about magic in this game yet is that, I read that as like error for birth access, is that in the PS2 version, magic consumed MP like when it was first selected, so if the spell failed, then you'd still lose the MP. You might have noticed there that Fran had 30 MP before she cast Blindner, and the MP was only deducted once the spell actually hit Vossler. That's a change in Zodiac Age. In this game, MP is deducted when a spell is successful, so if a spell fails, you don't lose any MP for it. I guess that can help in certain situations. Ah, okay. Who cares? Yeah, that's always the thing in games like this when, you know, you got like a supposed stealth mission, but you're powerful enough to take out most enemies. Oh, that? This is annoying. If I use Dark, I'm probably gonna lose my chain, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Dark isn't quite one-shotting everyone anymore, but it's still a decent AoE attack. Okay, Barsh levels up. And Thundered. Thunder makes kind of a weird noise in this game. It's more of like a slap sound than a zap sound, but I guess it's supposed to be like an electricity crack. Okay, that guy is down. Yeah, we're supposed to head to the end of that part, but I want to explore this full circle first, just because I just kind of want to see what's around here. Probably not much, and also probably, yes, alarm. Oh no, I have to fight more enemies! Except that's just reminding me of that meme Sonic Boom section. Not section, like that meme Sonic Boom line where it's like, the only... Oh. Okay, do I have anything else AoE? Really, the only thing else I have AoE is like Traveler, but I doubt I've traveled long enough for it to actually be good again. Oh, it's doing a solid amount. Like, not as good as Dark would have, but it's not terrible. It's just, you know, not impressive. As a certain someone would say. Yeah, that sounds probably the sound of the chain level going up. And there we go. Okay, so maybe there'll be a, okay, there's no laser grid here. See, like, this too, this kind of area, I guess this looks like some kind of hangar. Yeah, I knew Fran would start curing once her MP got back up. But don't really remember much, like, of looking at these either back from when I first played. So, the thing that I think I was gonna say earlier is that Fran has a quickening that I haven't actually shown yet. But I think I have an idea of when I might end up showing that. Oh. Do I really... I guess we can afford to fight another bunch of enemies. It's just because I'm just really close to the destination, and I know what's going to happen once we get there. Because I do clearly remember this. Come on, enemies. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting. Okay. Well, it seems like we're too far from the alarm. They're like, huh, those intruders that have been running through the ship destroying everything. Yep, nope, they're not here, so let's just go back to our posts. Boss music.
Fear not their numbers. Take down the leaders and the others will follow.
Not really sure I'm in the right shape to be facing a boss right now, actually. Okay, this is... Oh, judge. Okay, I guess these are like lesser judges. Okay, let me just, wrong button. I need to just change my gambits over to party leader's target for most of my people here. Yep, switching over to the party leader's target here. Just so I can concentrate on the leaders. Because I feel like there's gonna be, like, reinforcements. You know what? Now might actually be a good time to do this. Maybe I'll go for the second judge with this. Judge B! The most famous judge of all.
Got a surprise for you.
Didn't get a missed. I had a potential mischarge on someone earlier, and I probably should have gone with that instead of the thing that I actually did. And we get Inferno again. Inferno, you'll be seeing Inferno a lot. It is by far the most common concurrence, and it's generally the one that you get if you don't really do a big enough chain. Okay then. So I think what happened there was the quickening chain one-shotted Judge B, but the AoE from Inferno finished off Judge A. So that was kind of a nice way to end it. That worked out pretty conveniently. Oh, I read that as #1 big key. Not #1 brig key, but I have a feeling I know who's in brig #1, and so when that happens, a lot more stuff's gonna go down. I think now is time to call it, so I will see you next time for more of Dreadnought Leviathan.